Welcome back, everybody. Here we go again. So we need storage, we need nails, we need building materials, we need storage. We mainly need storage. Oh, and it's nighttime. How surprising. So let's start off with what we can change. Excellent. First thing dumped. Getting myself into black kit. It's a bit better from a stealth perspective. Right, those two on the floor. That gives me some storage to leave behind. It's not perfect. VSS mag will drop. Storage is our biggest problem, as you can gather. DMR mag, drop that off. Firelighting, the weapon part. So, have a drink, bandage. See, we need to replace. Joy. We'll leave the 76239 behind. Our bandage is really important, and so is our emergency drink. No, that can be drunk now because of lack of drink. Food's going to be our next major problem. Okay. So that can get done. Yeah, that's not important. That's not important. That is. So that one can come here. That one can come here. That's not important. That is. Will that fit in there? No. If I put that there, will that fit in there? Yes. That's that sorted. Okay. We need to get this mag fully loaded. Oh, it's only a 25 round mag. Joy. That'll do for that. Not perfect. I don't like how it opens, but it will do. Right then. So we need food. There's no point going. Probably better. We need resources. Hit here. Oh, the sun's about to come up as well. Maybe we'll go fishing. hoping for a can of food. So we're going to need get certain resources together now. When we come back and cut up the fish, it's all going to go wrong, as we know. With a hook? No. Right, break this one down. Now I need to make a hook. Leave that behind. We'll leave that behind. We'll break it down first. We need food, basically, so we're going to have to go fishing. It's the only choice we've got. We need to make a fire lighter. And go into there. That can stay there. One of those comes with me attached to the fishing rod. Bandages there. Right, let's go and do some fishing. That'll be a problem. one piece of fish. Shoot these wolves, take their pelts to the trader, and the meat, sell it. Then we need to pick up all the quests. As soon as that's available to eat, we'll eat it. Waiting for it to cool down, guys. Won't keep me going for long, but at least it was something. Hi there. Welcome back. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Alright, time to eat. And that was much needed. Won't keep me going for long, but it's something. I always need vest and helmet. I will get them. It will happen. It will happen. I don't care about it at the moment, if that makes sense. I have other things that I'm working on. It'll come in time. These can be sold to trader, so let's run them in. Plan today is to make some money, to loot up, to find nails, to build a bit more security into the base. But basically the standard, let's loot and slowly build up the base, slowly expand the territory. Could do with a locker. So if I find a locker, I'll be running that home. Could do with a better rucksack. As you say, could do with some tier 2 or above plate. Tier 3 would suit me down to the ground. I'd like to exchange this stupid French piece of shit for an M4 variant. But just a standard DayZ, let's go until I'm bored. Or until the server crashes, because it's crashing a lot at the moment. Obviously I'd like something that I can fit a scope to. And as much as the FAMAS is a fast firing weapon in PvP, I'm not a PvP player, we know that. So it's not a lot of use to me. I'm better off with something that's got a scope. Oh, need to say hello to everybody. I sell 100 nails, 25k. I don't buy nails. Hi, John. Oh, it's going to rain. I don't buy from traders. I don't buy from players. I never have, never will. It's just me in the game. I like to loot and find it myself. Where did it put that? Trotsky. Okay. Might be a bit sellable. But thank you for the offer. The fun for me is looting. Building a base, looting. That's where I enjoy the game. Which is why I tend to play slightly harder servers. Sellable. That'd be better than what I'm wearing, isn't it? Might be sellable. Well, it is, isn't it? That's what I am, John. I'm a looter. I'm a builder. $56 slots. What's mine? 56, but mine's got an attachments. Okay. think that's the locked door, isn't it? No. Oh, it's next door, the locked door. Yeah. I'd like another weapons platform just to sell. Or sell the FAMAS and have that platform. That we do need. That's everything solved. Let's go get ourselves some gear. Chuckles wasn't about on Thursday. I think I did a run on here. I might not have done. Oh no, we had a pre-wipe, so I didn't do a run. I played other games. Wipe was Friday, so I didn't come on Thursday. I think I had a run with Chuckles on Tuesday. Right, we are here. I need to go to there. Hoping to get some plate out of this, a helmet and a rifle. A tin of food would be good. Now we don't have bloody hands. That beard's not looking good, is it? I'm ginger to start with, and then I've got a grey beard. Yeah, it was a good run. But now the server's wiped. The server wiped Friday, so we're starting again. So I was on last night and we got 2 doors up, but I've got no storage apart from a fridge. So the pain has started all over again, John. The pain I love, because I love a server wipe. Massive fan of server wipes. My favourite bit of DayZ is wipe weekend, when everyone's fighting for limited resources. Could be a way up to here, and I can't remember where it is exactly. Used to be a way up anyway. They modded it out. Yeah, probably. Trader, here we come. What gun did we get? MP5? Yuck. Sellable then. But we got a little bit of very basic plate, and we got... I thought we got a helmet. Oh, no. Oh, that's life. Okay. And if that's good enough condition, yep, we can hit that again after restart. Perfect. Did fall out with a bear yesterday, John. That was a bit of a nightmare. Boo Boo appeared. Worried about those Zeds up there. He wasn't a happy bunny. Ah, sunlight. They're using the same weather mod I used to use. We've had one bit of fish to eat, John. That's it. Oh, it's this fence, isn't it? I hate these fences. edible. Thank you, John. There's a lot of work to be done, but that's why I'm not going to do anything until after I've moved, after 1.30's dropped, and I won't launch the server until things are right. I know how to do it now. I just... yeah. It's a long way off. Thank you, John. The trouble is I recognise that I can build a bloody excellent server, then I'm not allowed to play it. Because if it becomes popular, then it's really difficult for me to play it. Because I'm the owner and I've got all the admin rights. Do I think it will be really popular? No. Do I think we might get 20 players that play on a regular basis? Yes. Probably 20. Split into little teams over time. It'll take about a year to get to that level because it'll be a hard server. I'm just trying to limit the work I have to do on it. I could, but that means nothing until 1.30 has come out and broken DayZ. Yeah, I can test all I like, and then 1.30 could break the mod, and it could not be fixable. So I can't really do anything until 1.30 has dropped. I know what happens when they fundamentally change the code, which they are doing with 1.30 with the things like code locks and things, and how much that will break everything. So I'm not willing to... Whoa, didn't want to sell that, did I? It's 556. I mean, to test mods you would like me after 1.30. Yeah, that's ultimately the aim. But I will probably have the new server as soon as 1.30 is out and it's stable. Bit here. We have got one then. Dump pouch. That can go. That can go. That can go. That can go. They can go. That was better. No, that can stay. Where's his helmet gone? No. No, that can go. Draw from here. Got some money to play with. See if there's any storage for sale. My guess is there won't be. It was so early in the wipe, people won't be flogging lockers to him. I leave now, but see you soon. Okay, thank you. Thanks for being here. It's appreciated. See if I've got anything else I can sell before I work out what I'm doing. Oh, loads. Right, what we got there? SV98, that can go. Keep. Sell. Keep. Fine. Clothing. Can we buy a bigger rucksack? That is the next question. And it's crashed. No. Just had a lag spike. Terminator. 25k. How many slots? 10 times 13. 130. 10 10s, 100. 10 18s, 180 slots, 50k. And now sell this. Bags. 62k to play with. Now buy, because I'll be able to fit it in, one of them. And I know it's not 10 10, 10 5, 40k, buy one of them. That's gone in there. Excellent. Buy another bandage. One of them. Excellent. See if we've got any food. These are better. Take that money away. Right, back to base we go. And we may survive for another day, John. If I make it home. It's just, I know it's shit storage, but it's the only storage we can really afford. I can get a barrel in my rucksack now. But let's work until I've built some supplies up to buy a barrel. Let's go. Extraction. Oh god, it's inside here. I hate spawning inside here. There we go. Gives us some food for base, at least. Warm and, yeah, great. And we can get something in there. Store the tools. I can store the keys. I can store food and water. That's pretty good. Collectibles we don't massively care about. I don't know if that's safe to drink even, do I? We know that one is. And we can go out cook, we can get all the food cooked, and that will sort out our food situation. Then we can hit that box again and hope, and then run that into Trader and sell it and try and bring a barrel home. You'll see, same place. So we didn't do a full wipe, so same location as last time. It served as well. Lego should be joining us later in the wipe as well, because this is his last weekend of doing stuff, so he'll be around. Though he does work shifts. So we'll be up to 3 people again. And as much as the kebab was attempting to sell me nails, I have no interest in buying. I like to loot myself, as I've said. I'll buy off peer-to-peer, but I won't buy off a transaction in Trader. You know, meeting up with somebody, you putting money on the ground, them putting nails on the ground, you picking up the nails, you leaving Trader and their teammates shooting you in the back. Nah, not interested. And it's fully allowed. I've done it myself to players before. I won't take the risk, though. We had someone that we threw out of the team when we used to play on F-35 because they were an idiot. And they wanted to come back to collect all their goods. So we got them to drive their big vehicle back to us. They got out, and we had a little chat, and then from 200 metres away, Cookie put a round through the head when I said the right word. And then we looted their body, put it into base, and took their vehicle as well. Yeah, this was a player where everybody wanted personal lockers in the base, and I'm not a fan of it. I think lockers, anyone should have access to anyone's locker, so you can see what people are up to. And we kept losing explosives. And we were like, guys, who's taking the explosives? Because we had a rule that explosives wouldn't be used unless it was a team effort. Oh, no one is. And this guy denied it. But because he had a personal locker with his own code lock, I couldn't check unless I raided his locker. So I waited for a day when I knew he wasn't going to be around, and I raided his locker, and it was full of all the explosives that mysteriously gone missing from base. So at that point, confronted him with it. He still denied it. I said, what about... And everyone was there. I said, what about inside your locker? Oh, I don't know how they got there. Right, you've thrown out the team. Players are fundamentally idiots at times. But yeah, he was basically going around the base at night, finding all our good supplies and moving it to his personal locker. Not using it, just putting it there. And he thought we wouldn't notice, and I wouldn't search everyone's locker. But of course the other people I'd gamed with for a long time and trusted them. Him, we'd only gamed for a couple of wipes. He was not a happy bunny, though. What do you mean? Why did you execute me? Well, why not? You deserved it. Oh, I've lost my vehicle, I've lost all my stores, I've lost everything. Oh well, best you go and find a new server to play on then. What do you mean? Well, if you stay here, I'll keep raiding you every time I find out your base location. Why would you do that? Because you stole from the team. There are rules. Right, when's restart? 2 minutes-ish. Yeah, guys, I know I'm hungry. Restart's about to happen. We will be back in after restart. We'll get this food cooked that I've got on me. Restart. So as soon as restart's back in, we will be back in, guys. He's dancing, like really dancing. Gotta do it, guys. All you do, grab your character with your mouse, move him around until he gets stuck, and then you can still move the rucksack, the Bergen. Welcome back. And you take the Bergen to the point of no return and release. And then the game doesn't know what to do, so he starts moving his feet. So he goes dancing. Goes really dancing. Don't know if you can do it on console. No idea. But you certainly can on PC. I'm not impressed we've only got a FAMAS. I bloody hate them. And only a tier 1 vest. But we're only 3 hours into the wipe for us. So we're okay. Wait until 1 minute past, guys, and we'll attempt to join. Thank you, John. That's done really, for me, that's done really well. That's had like 1,700, 1,800 views. And I don't get a lot of views on shorts. I don't do shorts very often. Shorts are, for me, either something drastic happened or something funny happened. I'm not a shorts person, really. And it doesn't count in the same way that normal views count. It's done on a different algorithm. So more, I use shorts more to drive people to main content. So at the end of the shorts, there'll be a link to one of my main videos, that sort of thing. And that's how I see shorts being used. It's got a roll pin on? No, it's not a roll pin. It's a rigger's belt. That loop there, Aussie invention. I use a roll pin on my belt rig. Me going to an airdrop or doing a locked military room. Like going to an airdrop or a locked military room. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. I should really use it for doing tips, the same as the big streamers do. You know, I think they're things like 10 things in DayZ that you didn't know is quite clever. And there's some that I could show that, but I have to show them on I'd have to show them on Goblin because I'd have to teleport to certain areas. Those vids were fantastic. The best thing about it, I watched them live. Yeah, and they are good. It's an experience in them. There's a lot of me running away, especially on this server, where it seems to always go wrong. Right, we need to gather a couple of sticks because I need to cook some fish. Have we got a bit of paper? Probably not. So I need to gather some bark as well. And I'll use a flare to get things lit, because I need to use them up, because I haven't got the storage to store them indefinitely. Yeah, no, I'm back there now, mate. Go and sort loot out while that's doing its thing. So do care about clothing, but not as much as I care about the other stuff that we need to save. No, they're not. There was an announcement on YouTube about them, mate, that they're completely broken. No matter what the mod owner said about them all being fixed, they haven't been fixed. They were crashing the server and causing loss of data. So we don't have them. Because I can't fix it. I'm not a programmer. Yeah. Unfortunately. That's just how it is. We're going to be using the Quest board when we have our server next year. Because they work. It is a shame. It is a shame. I just can't solve it. Basically, he has a working version that only works with expansion. And he's like, if you've got expansion, you can have all these extra features. And then he's got, oh, and we do one that's not for people that don't run expansion. But we don't run expansion. I'm not running expansion. We use bits of expansion. But I just don't use expansion. But that's life. I probably won't even use survivor missions next year because as much as they do work now, I prefer this quest board idea and everyone coming to the same hub. This shows how hungry we were. Right then. Let's go back and see if we can loot that crate again. And see if we can get a barrel into that. And get a barrel back here. Yeah. And I think because of the code, because of how I can use it, we could have 200 missions in there by the time we go live. Arguably. Maybe have the rep system in place, and then as you go up the rep for killing zombies and completing quests, you have other missions that open up to you. Other quests that open up. So everyone gets a basic training quests, and when they've completed those, they've earned enough rep to unlock the next set of quests. Or something like that. Or have the quests linked. So you have the basic training 1, and then when you complete that, it opens up 2. And then you've got exploration 1. When you've linked that, it opens up exploration 2, if that makes sense. AI killing 1. When you've finished it, opens up number 2. And then the same with player killing. Escort missions, all that sort of stuff. So they're all linked and they get progressively harder. Got good damage in there, good. Yeah, the trouble is it's another mod to load all the time. So I think I'd rather just link them. So you do basic training 1, then basic training 2, then basic training 3, and you don't know what number 2 is until you've completed 1. Because I can do that. I think, yeah, I can. I can have lead quests. So complete quest 1, it opens up quest 2 as available to pick up. Because that could work quite well. And then everyone that joins the server would get the initial quest, which would be get to trader. I'm back. What's going on? We've got storage in base. I've eaten some food. We're just about to go and do another crate if it's spawned again. No, I would never do that, John. I think that's a really bad way of running a server. Personally, I think anyone should be able to buy anything and sell anything at any time. It's a very PvE way of doing things. I don't like it, but sometimes you're forced to use it. But lots of things are in the air at the moment, mate, for the future stuff. We know that. The fact that we're discussing stuff doesn't mean it'll make it in, because I might put it in place and it might not work. It's not compatible with another mod we're using. Because that's the other issue, is you can put mods into a server. They all work independently, but they won't play together because they use the same background assets for both the two mods. If they're poorly written. Now, I know one other space it might spawn in up here, because Chuckles found it. Okay, there it is. No, it's just how they write mods, because if you're writing mods for your server, you know which other mods are going to run on your server. So why would you make the effort making it compatible with every server in the world? Because it's a lot more effort. And then people go, oh, can you release that to the wild? Well, then do you spend hours making that mod then compatible for other people to use, or do you just release it and say, there you go, guys, if it doesn't work with the server you're running, another mod, that's not our fault. Yeah? Or do you put in hours of your time building stuff for other people that's not being used on your server? And a lot of mods that are made for people's own servers. A lot of the storage all comes from sea chests. So what you do is you get a sea chest and you take the code from the sea chest, you give it a new graphic, and you add the amount of slots to it. Makes you a bigger locker. New graphics, it becomes a locker. And then you add the code lock dependency from a gate, and it can be locked. Yeah? In very basic terms. If you want it to be a fridge, you say the following items can be put inside this, and the following items can't. An exclude list and a whitelist. The trouble is then, when a new mod, when DayZ add in, say you've built a military locker that holds rifles, and then DayZ add in, or BI add in new weapons as part of a update, well, you'd have to go back into your mod, you'd have to take it down, or you'd have to do a massive update including all the new class names for those weapons to fit in the locker. Or you can just go, I don't care, it's not my problem. Yeah? And a lot of it is, you know, some of these guys, you go into the workshop, some people have 200 mods they've written. On an update, you can't expect them just to fix 200 mods for nothing, which is why I quite like the idea that eventually we go to off Steam and we go onto the BI platform. So then good mods, BI will then say, we will sell these on the server, on the disc, on their platform, and they, like they do with Armour, and split the proceeds with the modder. And also BI can take mods down that aren't fit for purpose, whereas on Steam that doesn't happen. There's no real control over it on Steam. But it's alright, it's what it is. It's not a bad thing. You know, a lot of... I hope to be in a position that when we launch the server next year, a lot of the mods on there will be our own mods that I'm not going to release out into the wild. Yeah? You see my eating carrots statement? I like Centurion. He's a good lad. What is it? AK-74? Yeah. Yeah. All right, what are we selling? Like everything. What tier 1 still? So it's not like we've got anything better. We can keep. That's probably a better helmet than we've got, isn't it? It's only tier 1. Ours is tier 1, but it's got a visor on it. So we'll go for the visor. We'll add those plates, those pouches to. No, won't take them. That's fine. What's that we picked up? A cuckoo clock. A bloody cuckoo clock. Right, sellables, get rid of the cuckoo clock. Get rid of that stupid rifle. Get rid of that AK. Right, what next are we selling? Probably not that much, in all honesty. Weird stuff, we're keeping that. We've got no storage for it, so we might as well sell. Keep that. Sell the ones we're not using. C-Mag would keep, because I'm going to go to an M4 when I can. Keep. Sell. Don't use normal 556 because it's semi-bad on this server by modded 556. No, I'm aware of that. I won't buy it. I'll take what ammo I can find. I play differently. I'm not a PvPer, so we've got to remember that initially. I play PvP maps because I like there to be a risk of death, but I'm not a PvPer. I'm a looter. So whereas I will buy some stuff, I like to loot and use what I can find on the land. And I'm aware of its limitations, but also if I get into a PvP fight, I tend to lose. And because I tend to lose, there's no point spending lots of money on things that are just going to not do me any good. Unfortunately, I've got arthritis in my left hand. I've got arthritis forming in my right hand. My vision is not as good as it used to be. It's an endless fight. All right then, let's go to the bank. No, that's all right. It's not a problem. How much money have we got? 40k. Okay. What is that? That's 10 times 15, and my rucksack is 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, maybe if I'm lucky. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think we might just do it, mightn't we? There's nothing in there that's with no lockers in here yet. No. There we go. John's like, that's far too big. A little bit of stuff left. Can we buy a bit more fish for the base? They're 1k. The end of that then. They were more than 1k. They would sell at 1k. They would buy it higher. That's fine. Let's run everything else back. Let's pay this money away. Drink and move on. Now it's fine. I'm old, you know. My reaction times. I played the original Counter-Strike back in the late 90s. I was fine in those days. I played the first version of Unreal Tournament. I was good in those days. My reaction times were brilliant. But here we are now at 54 in 16 days' time, and my reaction times aren't there anymore. And that's okay. That's life, isn't it? Goes with the territory. As you get older. That's better. But fundamentally for me, I play DayZ because I enjoy exploring, base building, looting, a little bit of raiding when I can do it. I enjoy it as a mill sim. The survival side I love. Other people play it because they want to go to the airfield and have a PvP fight. That's not me. If I get into a fight, I know that normally I lose. So I tend to play a bit more stealthier. I don't run towards gunfire. I secure a base before I worry about other things. I loot up slowly. I build up supplies. You know, there's no lockers at the moment, so I'm using sea chests and barrels. That's fine. Not a problem. At some point I'll find a locker. Or somebody will put one up for sale and I'll be able to buy it. It's easy to make money on this server. There's no need to run drugs or anything else. Just general looting. You can make 100k easily in a run. So buying storage is not a massive problem, as we all know. I just can't believe I've got that in there easily. Great. I get that. I 100% get that, and I understand that. And when I'm ready, I will do. Does that make sense? I just won't do it until I feel I'm ready to do it. And what... Okay, that's all right, John. Not a problem. Thanks for being here. No, keys and cards I do without a problem. Hacked crates I do without a problem. Just not at this point where I'm low tier. And not until I've got the stuff that when I get home I can re-gear. I won't do things until, in my head, because there's 3 of us in the team, the base needs to be good enough to supply 3 people with supplies before I'll risk losing stuff because of the resupply. And that's just how I play. Sometimes I'll do heli drops. If I'm running past somewhere, there's an airdrop coming in, I'll give it a go, but I won't go looking for it. I won't have a vehicle. I'm not a vehicle person. I like it as an infantry sim. I like the server. The server fits into my playstyle. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's... At this point, the best gear I've got is the stuff I'm standing in, which isn't very good gear. Yeah, let's be honest. I'll do a Tissy run. It's not a problem. I'll do an airfield run. Not a problem. I won't run all over the airfield. I'll pick an area and do it from that area. I love how it shows, yeah, still warm after all this time running through the night. But I think I'm doing all right. You know, for me, on this wipe, I'm 3.5 hours in. Things are going the right way. I just risk all what I've got because it worked for me almost all the time. Yeah, and that's some people will do that because that's their play style, and they enjoy that. And no way of playing DayZ is wrong, if that makes sense. Everyone has their own play style and their own way of doing it, and it's right for them. And that's all it has to be, isn't it? Because if we all did what everyone else does and we hated the game, it would be horrible. I play the game because I really enjoy my way of playing it, but I have to find the right server. There's no point me going back to Aftermath, where I used to play, or Rearmed, or Down Bad, because you need to have a different play style on there. And it's a play style that I can't do, because I don't have those reactions to do PvP. But I loved Aftermath. It was a brilliant server to play when I was in a team that could help me do that. You know, as much as people say to me, oh, you should play PvE because you don't have those reaction times, I don't like PvE. I like there to be a risk. I like there to be a bit of a real world. You know, if this really was the end of the world, we wouldn't all be friends and working together and chatting. We'd be living in little hovels and building secure bases and building up supplies and fighting it out. You know, I'm probably never going to get onto the leaderboard for kills. But I'm certainly going to raid people. That'll happen. Always does. I mean, I know where I'm going next after we've got this back and the sun comes up. And I know what the next part of this mission is. Because now I need better guns. I need to replace this stupid FAMAS with something that's more to my liking. Yeah, but I'm not going to play the server the way that you play the server, yeah? Because that wouldn't be enjoyable for me. Does that make sense? It's like me saying to you, you have to do what I'm doing because it's the best way of playing the game. And you'd be like, well, no, my way is better. It's better for you. Yeah? And that's not me saying you're wrong. That's me saying that I just play it differently. Yeah? That's better. There we go. His silly game. Food. 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 Better 556. Water bottle. 556, and then a mag to throw away, or not throw away, mag pouch, key card. Yeah, no, and that's fine. That's fine, and everyone plays differently, and that's what I love about the game. So many games out there, you have to play it a certain way, where everyone plays DayZ their own way, and it works, and that's awesome. It's why I love the game so much, I think, you know, because there's so much variety, so many different ways of doing stuff. We can eat one of them, which would make sense if that one's ready to go. Dried, yep. I'm not going to push out until the sun comes up, guys. There's no point. There's people running around with MVGs on, and we're not one of them. But I'm happy with where we are. I'm really happy with where we are. I've got storage. I've got fridge. I've got 2 doors up. I've got the window block that needs to be blocked. I've got a few nails left, so once we get the resources in, we can get the next one up. I'm fine. We're doing good. Not happy that I've got this stupid FAMAS, but we know that. But no, really happy with where we are. And as soon as the sun comes up, which will be soon, then we'll go out and do our next bit, which will be there. But it's close by and always worth a run. A little bit of industrial. And then I quite like that here and some of the outer edges of Tissy can be quite useful for somebody like me that isn't a natural PvPer. I mean, I know between now and Friday, I'll have found enough nails to get 2 more doors up. I know that's going to happen. And I know that I can buy the code locks to lock them. I would guess by Friday, people won't have enough explosives to blow 4 doors. But if they do, they do. I'm never going to get on there. Well, I suppose I could this early into it. Make 1 kill, I get on there, don't I? But if I can make, so it's about a month-long wipe. If I can make 5 kills, about 5 kills, I'm happy. Oh yeah, I have a white card. Just not ready to use it yet. Single-use access to the church building at Svet. I'd like to have this all nicely organised, but at this point, I don't really care. But at some point, it will get nicely organised. And this will get moved round. My kitchen always is in there. And this becomes lockers. I'm 2 of the leaderboard. Oh, are you always cheating? Ah. 7 kills is good, though. For this early into the wipe with the amount of players we have. So that's really good. I think we were chatting yesterday in chat, weren't we? I think I said hello. Right, and when it gets to about 2 AM, then I'll leave. Because I can make my way down, walking. And then the sun will come up as we're getting to the place. And then depending on how that goes, we might hit Mishkino as well. See if we can get something nice out of it. Though last wipe I was doing VMC. I just have to feel ready to do it. And I don't feel ready at the moment. And for this server, mate, 45 kills is brilliant, isn't it? You know, it's not like we have a high pop, so there's more chance of not bumping into people than there is bumping into people. So yeah, 45 kills is awesome. It's semi-good because the server doesn't have many players. Yeah, no, it is. It is really good. If the server was full, then I can understand 45 kills. So without it, you're doing something right. They need replacing. Do I have any spare footwear here? Probably not is the answer. You don't have a leather repair kit yet. I run over so many rocks is why they're ruined. We'll see. I'm enjoying the server. I'm loving the server, and I've played a lot of servers over the years, and my intention is to stay here at the moment, unless the server owners do anything really, really drastically stupid, and I decide I don't like it and I leave. But I like the server. I'm enjoying the server. It fits well for my playstyle. So I'm sure in time it'll happen. It's easier when I've got more members of the team on, looting and building and getting stuff. When it's just me trying to solve it all, because they all work different shifts, I find it harder. And I can't get on a lot myself, you know. It's different at this, for August it's different, but in normal terms, I can get on a Monday night. I work Tuesday nights, I work Wednesday nights, I work Thursday nights, evenings. If I'm 2 weekends a month, I'm away. Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So some weeks I can get on for one night. Some weeks I can get on for 4. Though August, I'm just busy Wednesdays. Some Saturdays. So again, playing some of the big servers out there doesn't work for me. But I enjoy it, and that's all that matters. Ellie? Was that someone flying a baby helicopter around? I used to run with Dr. Cookie Monster, and he's moved off to a more PvP team. but for years we worked together on every server, and then we used to play the big servers because he was a natural PvPer and a good PvPer. But now he's left the team, it meant that Chuckles and I needed to find somewhere else to play. I think I was saying yesterday we were on a server and we were enjoying it, but it was... Suddenly they decided to make it so every half an hour you earned £5,000 or 5,000 credits, and it was too much. Here 500 is too much for me, but I understand why they do it. Personally, I'm not a fan of servers with ATMs or servers with cash that they pay you. But you can't have everything you want. I need some pop because I like to stream and make content, so you need stuff happening. And suddenly we've got a... Yeah. You know, I've been on now for nearly 2 hours. I've had 140 views. That's excellent. You know, we're averaging 50. It's nice. I mean, I'm sort of pushing for this. It's 3 o'clock now UK, so I'll probably do another 3 hours and then stop for food and then come back for a couple of hours. Normally I do 2 hours at a time and then I've had enough. But we can probably push another 3 hours today. We'll see how we get on. See if I get really tired, then I'll walk away and have a rest. Because I need to be up at 6 for work. And I'm old. Now, we're not going to go in there in the dark because we don't have MVGs. But sun will be up soon. And when I'm playing with team members, I don't tend to stream. I just tend to game it, which I enjoy as well. It isn't all about streaming, because obviously streaming takes a certain mindset, and sometimes it's just nice to run around DayZ as DayZ. building I was looking for. Home time. Box of nails, certainly home time. We're too new into the wipe to not run one box home. Once I've got 6 or 7 doors up, then I don't mind staying out if I find a box. Come on, you stupid game. Thank you. You thing of beauty. There it is. Message on my phone. Give me a second, guys. Nothing important. Right then, back out on the ground again. What I need to do now, though, is loot up and get another code lock. And a screwdriver, so we can start moving stuff around in the base. So we can get rid of that one. I'm going to hit Tricresta. Do some hoovering. Another code lock would be great. So I've got enough nails for my next pod. Which I'll build off stream because nobody wants to watch building. Favourite ammo. Back of loot. Ooh. Backpack, you can always sell that. Not enough looting going on, so stuff's not replacing that I picked up earlier. I'm pausing because I think to hear footsteps. Heli crashed. Cow. Ammo. Nice scope. Quite like them. But call that one. Is it that one or that one that's locked? Definitely will take that for the win. That one. probably more me. Right, I think we're ready to push the trader. Quite like the galley assault rifle. Quality Israeli weapons platform. Yeah, we'll keep the galley. Need to get a mag for it. And we'll probably keep the G20. Ah! Using a NATO 7.62 51. Yeah, that'll appeal to my sense of humour. We need a mag for it though. I need to pick up all the quests as well. I keep forgetting to do it because it takes so long. It's such a boring thing to do. That vape is just about ready to fill from that horrible taste in my mouth. So I used to smoke for England. I would smoke, if you're an American, a pack a day plus 50 grams of rolling tobacco a week. If you're UK, 20 a day. And then 40 on a night out. And then about 10 years ago, I switched to vaping. But still allow myself to have tobacco in the house for when I desperately need a cigarette. So I've got at the moment 200 grams of Golden Virginia here, but I haven't been near it. Yeah, I've got 5 pouches of 40 grams each. But at some point I'll be like, I need a cigarette, so I'll have one. When I'm off on leave at the end of August for a week, we will be streaming probably nearly every day. But it'll be morning streams. Come on in the morning, do a stream. Now, from this, if we've got the money, I'd like a code lock, it's my primary thing to buy. And then another barrel would be awesome. because then when it comes to base arranging, I can start to sort the base. Be a fun hack crate to hold down. Wait for it to load in. Murderer. We're keeping that. Keeping that. Keeping that. Right, I've got to see whether they've got mags for... Doesn't matter that I can't afford it at the moment. We just got to see whether we can. Magazines. What is it? I've got... It's a HKG 28. 20k each. Okay. Let's sell some of the other stuff and see what we get to. We're keeping those for selling. Get rid of 556. We no longer need that. Selling that. B28. Buy that. Scope on. Where's it put that mag? Better. Better weapon platform at last. Right then, now let's sell some more stuff. I'd like to sell that bloody thing, it's a shame. Is that a BM selling me? Hey. Shoes. Forties. Brilliant. That won't work. I need to buy a huge lock. So let's do a bit of moving around. mag. Another mag. Then it's thrown that too. It's 762.51. No, 51. Bite straight ammo. Okay. That. Food for sale. Fish. We'll buy some fish. What's the cheapest? 2K. Those. I need to buy a screwdriver. One of those. And some repair kits. Early crashing. Repair. Won't allow it. Okay. Then we need to pick up the missions. Yeah. I do apologise for this, guys. It's going to be a moment of me accepting them all. Home volume 2. There we go. Pokemon. Gold. Blood. Bone. Rope. All the photos. All the baseball cards. All the hockey cards. All the strange toys. I'm down to kill. Butcher kill. Floppy disks. I want to pick them all up so we've got them. If we complete them, then we can always hand them in whether we're around. Not so gentle giant. Can go up to the top. I never did it last wipe, and I understand this is so boring, but we only need to do it once. Repair to the top. I'm getting bored of clicking them now, but we're nearly halfway there. Baking tray to the top. Yeah. I did a battery, weapon part, weapon grade, video card, video cassette, water filter, large, small, wiper. Baking tray, good. Nearly there. Okay, that makes sense. So now we've got green thumb is the next one. That comes down to there. So leaf collection's the next one. A lot of missions to accept. It would be great if there was a way you could just accept all missions. DSPT yellow's the next one. I've got that one already, haven't I? Yeah. Oh, end of the page. Okay, close that. Give it a second to resync. Open it again. Scroll to the bottom. Defibrillator. Complete. What do we get? Another white card. That. Okay, I'd say that was a win. Pay the money back into the bank. Drink and drink. Get home. Amazing, we've got 71 viewers currently. That's awesome, guys. Thanks for being here, massively appreciated. If you're enjoying the content, could you drop me a sub? That would be awesome. I very rarely ask for subs, but we're getting such bigger numbers now, which is amazing. It would be good to pick up some extra subs. eat. That's for certain. And I probably need to eat in the real world as well. So what I'll probably do is when I get back to base, guys, I will probably stop the stream. I'll do some base tidying, some base building, then I'll have some food and then I'll come back on later. Three hours is probably enough for me at the moment. Quite tired. Want a little break from the screen. Ready to build the next pod. I've got a screwdriver so we can do work in base with moving things around. The stuff that I need to do off screen. I realise that. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you all again soon. Remember, if you've got a goblin in your sights, miss.